actually. Yeah, he kind of beat it this time.
Woohoo! Anybody on?
Not seen anybody yet, but I can see it looks normal.
So we have to ask this now because I screwed it up one night, and now we are living with that mistake. Is it on? Is it on? I'm the old man now. Can you see my monitor? I'm sharing my monitor. Can you see my monitor?
Yes, we have people now.
Folks, here we are. Yeah. Oh, this cocktail tonight. Let me tell you what's happened. So we left on a jet plane. We didn't know when we'd be back again, and flying high to Rocky Mountain High, Colorado. And you know what? After flying, I thought, I got the perfect cocktail. Aviation Cocktail. Bang! Been holding it in the pocket for a while, waiting, because I knew it had to be timed to some travel. And so it's the Quarantine Aviation. This sucker, it's good. Come on, folks. Yeah. It's holiday season. Yeah, we're having fun. Look at this. Santa, blue monkey, in a hat. Quarantina. Only business. Monkey business. So here we are, folks. Yeah, blue monkey Quarantina. And we're going back to 1916. Let's just jump right into it. So we're going 1916, and I feel, what do you got? You're curious of the beverages, aren't you? So Shelby doesn't know about the drink. So I don't know if you really understand what happens. When I tell you that we spend 8 minutes and we just kind of throw it together, Shelby's like, okay, from 7 o'clock to 7:30, Shelby randomly yells what time it is so we don't miss 7:30, because typically we're drinking during that time. This is what we do. And then we come in here and she's like, what are we having tonight? It's the Aviation Cocktail. 1916. Yeah. Hugo Enslin. All right? Now, he's from Germany. Let's just get this out of the way. Side note. His father, all right? So Hugo's father, who is in Germany, actually is a hazelnut farmer. Or, as they say in German, Huselnissen. And a Huselnissen farmer, and he actually creates a device to extract the hazelnuts from their shell. Basically, he is a nutcracker, making Hugo a son of a nutcracker. I made that part up, but I wanted to wear the shirt tonight for celebration. So, all right. So, I don't know what Hugo's father did, but Hugo was from Germany, and hazelnut is grown there, and it is called a Huselnissen or Huselnissen. I don't know. Max takes German. He'll have to explain how to pronounce it. Anyway, 1916, Hugo Enslin writes a book, cocktail book. It's called Recipes for My Drinks. Now, he is a great bartender. Well, actually, there's a lot of stories. He and I have a lot in common. Now, he wasn't the most creative guy, right? I mean, recipes for my drinks. But in it, he and I do have some similarities, though. So he wrote, that was the last published cocktail book before Prohibition hit in 1920. So it has some standing. Similar to my cocktail book, the last one printed after the quarantine. I don't know if that's true. But his book was self-published, just like my book. Anyway, who cares? But anyway, this book, in it, one of my drinks, meaning Hugo's drinks, was the Aviation. Now, why did he call it the Aviation? Well, you gotta wait, because before I tell you how we got there, we gotta visit 1930. And we gotta visit Harry Craddock. Now, Harry Craddock wrote a cocktail book in 1930 called the Savoy Cocktail Book. Very big. And in it, he put several drinks, not only of his own, but of others. So perhaps he should have called his Recipes of Others drinks. I don't know. Because he didn't give credit for a lot of the drinks. But in it, he actually put the recipe for the Aviation. And he rewrote it, and he changed it. And here's what he did. Now, there's a debate whether he mistakenly or deliberately left out an ingredient. And why did he do it? So, here's what we know. We know that, well, let me tell you the ingredients. So, this drink is simple. It's gin, maraschino liqueur, and creme de violet. So, when Harry Craddock rewrote his cocktail book and rewrote the recipe, he left out creme de violet. Now, this is an important note. I will tell you he left it out, and it was deliberate. Now, why was it deliberate? Possibly he didn't like it. Possibly it was harder to get. But it wasn't a mistake, because Harry Craddock actually took 2 recipes from Hugo Enslin. Both of them, those drinks originally, when he made it, had creme de violet, and when Craddock rewrote it, he took them out of both. So it was a different drink. So it, for God's sakes, Paul, start making a drink. So we're chilling some coops, all right? Then we're gonna put some ice. Now, here's the other thing. This drink actually, the other reason I chose it, this is a Colorado drink. Now, how is it a Colorado drink? There's nothing remotely, I'm gonna get there in 1 second. So let's just start making it. Are you ready? First of all, gin. I'm gonna tell you, it's your choice. I've been really hooked on the Old Tom gin. It's a little sweeter. It's a more comfortable gin. 2 ounces per. So there's the first 2, and there's 2 for Shelby. Now, the next thing that we have coming in is our maraschino liqueur. Now, we are going to introduce a new device tonight. We are introducing the bar spoon. Yeah, I would love to use the paddle, but we can't use the paddle because we're measuring with the bar spoon. Now, why am I using this? So the problem is that some of these ingredients are so small in the amount, but yet so necessary, that we need to measure with the bar spoon. A bar spoon is 1 teaspoon, and 6 teaspoons is 1 ounce. And what we need is 1/2 ounce, and it's easier to measure 3 of these versus trying to guess at 1/2 ounce in 1 of these. So here we go. We're going to go. Yeah, we need 1/2 ounce. So 1, 2, 3, and then of course Shelby's. 1, 2, and 3. Now, the next thing we need is our creme de violet. Now, here's where it gets fun. Creme de violet actually became very hard to find. Matter of fact, during the 40s, even as early as the 30s, it was very difficult to find creme de violet. And by the 1960s, it was gone. You couldn't get it anywhere. It was nowhere to be found. Nobody was making it. So back to Harry Craddock. Some people think because it was hard to find alcohol, a liqueur, he just omitted it from all drinks because you couldn't get it eventually, and it was already hard to find. It wasn't until the 2000s when it was actually being produced again. So it's a recent development. So I'm going to tie this all the way in. Guess where they make it? Colorado. Gold Moon Distillery in Golden, Colorado is one of the only producers of our creme de violet. Alrighty, so we're coming in 1/2 ounce of our creme de violet. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. Sorry, I could do it up here. 3, and then spoon. Last thing we need is lemon juice. So this, we're going to go 1/2 ounce of, I'm sorry, 1 ounce per, which is probably going to be this whole thing. I'll tell you, these lemons I got this last time, these are monsters. These are some of the biggest lemons I've gotten in quite a long time. So I'm actually going to measure because I have a feeling that I actually may get a whole 2 ounces. Just about. So we'll do that. Then we just need a little bit more. So we're gonna do that. Bear with me, folks. It's been a long day. Working hard. Working hard. There's the rest of our lemon. Folks, Harry Craddock nor Hugo Enslin knew about the powers of emergency. We do, and because we do, we're going to make sure and add a little sprinkle. Emergency, yeah, not from a hazelnut farmer, but not sponsoring our show. Emergency. There it is. Folks, that's it. Empty the coop, go back, shake. We're definitely shaking. We have a little bit of citrus.
That was
my
special.
own strength. Well, that was a different one. Haven't had that happen yet.
Nope.
So there it is. Hardly a mess. And folks, then we're going to top it off. Well, Paul, you haven't told us how it got its name yet, and you've been teasing this whole night. Okay. So the aviation, how did it get its name? So here's where the whole story of Harry Craddock and all the missed ingredients, why it's so important. So a lot of people try to explain this drink that in 1903, the Wright brothers had the first flight, World War I, 1914, that's when aviation was really taking off. And that this drink, because it was around there, it was the spirit, the aviation, all that. But it didn't make sense. Like, okay, you could have named any cocktail the aviation. So here's where the problem came. When Harry Craddock left out the creme de violet, the drink physically changed. Physically, the color changed. And the problem is that recipe, because it was in 1930, after the Prohibition, Harry Craddock says a recipe that everybody got to know and used. And again, we ran out of creme de violet, so we didn't know. Well, once creme de violet came back into the market and people started making the right way, and that was the color of the drink. And I know it's not exactly the easiest, but it has like a bluish purple hue. And everybody agrees, historically looking back, that this drink, it was called the aviation because it represented the sky. This is like the perfect dusk evening color sky of a light blue purple color. And oh my goodness, garnish. Lemon peel, folks. I even saved it to do it. We're going to come over here and we want just a little. That one. That one's mine, apparently.
Yes.
Did I hit either one of them? One's in, one's out. Folks, I'm just telling you. It's been a crazy day. But we're good. Here it is. We got our, thank God we got our garnish. And we have our aviation cocktail. Yeah. Old school. 1916.
Tink.
Cheers, everybody. Let's see how this bad boy, let's see if it makes you fly. Oh, all right. So it's really great. The violet, the creme de violet, it is very floral, with the gin and the floral. But then the maraschino, it's a bit nutty, and but it's really good. It's a very herbal drink, but not powerful, not strong. And considering we've only added a little bit of lemon juice, it's pretty impressive. And you actually don't taste the lemon at all. The lemon basically just neutralizes it. Anyway, freaking delicious. That's your aviation cocktail. Hold on. Oh, yeah. And I guess with that, you just had a mile-high hump this Wednesday. It is Wednesday, right?
It is Wednesday.
I just mile-high humped everybody this Wednesday with an aviation cocktail. And folks, we're off to the races. Christmas is almost here. We've got some holiday drinks coming up. I can't wait. I hope you're ready for them. I know I am. We're going to need them through these holidays. So you just sit back, get ready. We'll have some ho-ho fun coming down the pike. Folks, love you all. Cheers. See you Sunday for another fun night at the Blue Monkey.